War. War never changes.
What is up, guys? HecticSherlock here, and you already know what it is. I'm bringing you, that's right, another Fallout 4 quest mod video. But before we get into it, go ahead and hit that like button because this video will be awesome. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button because you won't want to miss the next video. And go ahead and share it because everyone needs to experience this. Now, without further ado, guys, I give you a brand new line in the lineage of Sedan 4494's Fallout 4, I guess, quest mod series, more or less. I don't know if you guys remember, but if you do, he did another quest mod like this called David Hunter, A Brotherhood Story. And this is kind of, I guess, well, this is the sequel to that story. This is called Hilda Hughes, an Institute story. And he said he would be doing more stories and I guess just kind of giving more Fallout 4 lore to certain people in Fallout 4, which I think is great, by the way. If you haven't seen it, go check out my other video, David Hunter, A Brotherhood Story. It was a really great story. I liked it. I enjoyed it. But now he just released this. This is sort of kind of recent. It's a couple of days old now, but I'm just now playing it. But anyway, let's go to read the description. It says, Hilda Hughes, an Institute story. Join Director of Robotics, Hilda Hughes, as she investigates the Prototype Synth Project. In doing this, the player will be able to enter the memories of 5 pre-war citizens and then discover their post-war fate. However, all is not well in the Robotics Division. A synth has gone missing, and Hilda isn't convinced it was a production error. Starting the mod. To start the mod, travel to the robotics area of the Institute and speak to Hilda Hughes. Length, he says the mod should add at least an extra hour of gameplay, which is made up of 5 main quests, 6 side quests, 5 mini quests. These quests are for uncovering the fate of the people in each memory, but they're too short to be full-fledged side quests, so that's fine. Let's talk about some of the features. It's story integrated. If the player has not yet completed the main narrative, Hilda will play as a minor part. Introducing yourself to Hilda is now required for to progress through the quest institutionalize. In addition, Hilda will attend each of the directorate meetings during the course of the game. Further from this, some amount of story progression will be required during the course of the mod. If you've already completed the story, you'll still be able to play the mod. Don't worry, his mod does not modify any of the base game scripts. The mod has been tested thoroughly and won't cause any problems with the story, so that's great. That's good to know. It's fully voiced, it's dialogue heavy, and here's some of the credits to the voice actors that are in this mod. Special thanks to Silencer711 for his donation, which helped compensate his voice actor, so that's great. Thank you, Silencer711. Without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump right into this mod.
Wouldn't be saying this if I didn't love you, Hogar.
Don't understand. This is the only way to.
So when I first got here, guys, it looked like Dr. Hilda Hughes and her husband, Hogar, were having a conversation or maybe a little bicker.
For God's sake, you'd think they were about to make drinking water illegal at the rate.
Something about drinking water and him drinking a lot of it. I don't know, I guess he's sick or maybe crazy. Or maybe both. Or maybe sickness is crazy.
Stim packs, the antibiotic.
Or maybe I'm just rambling.
You can't take antibiotics for fatigue, Hogar. You're putting us all at risk of antibiotic-resistant superbugs.
Or maybe, no, I'm just kidding.
Chance in bioscience, haven't you? This conversation has gone on too long. I have to have it now.
Yeah, when I first started this quest,
All this again.
I was in the middle of
Hogar.
doing the Institute quest for the first time, or finding the Institute and finding out about my son and whatnot, so...
Excuse me.
Ah, so, your father's father, are you? Interesting. You're a little...
That's why she
younger
makes this
than I-
awkward joke.
Sorry about that. Little joke. You see, your son is known as a father, so as his parent, you'd be...
I get it, okay? Let's be done with this already.
Oh, silly me. Yes, of course. I suppose you'll be wanting to hear all about what we do here at Robotics. My name is Hilda Hughes. I'm Division Head. That means I get to oversee the most exciting and important division in all of the Institute, no matter what the other directors
I love how
might
her
say.
husband just
Any
randomly
of the synths
teleported
you see
there.
above the surface have been
Like,
made
what are you
here,
guys talking
from
about?
basic Gen
What?
1s right up to the super advanced Gen 3s. Any questions?
What was all that about?
You mean before you got here? That was just my husband being, well, not his usual self. He's been very ill lately. He's terrified he's going to die at any moment, but that somehow sleeping in bed means he'll come back to life. He drinks so much water and, oh, I shouldn't be bothering you about this. I'm sure you've got lots of questions about robotics.
No, I don't. Tell me more about your husband, please. There is no option for that.
Tell me about yourself.
Come on now. We're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk about robotics.
And yet, that was an option.
What do you do around here?
I run the whole thing. But as division head, I get to devise my own experiments from time to time. I've got one in the works right now that I'm really excited about. Aha! I've just had a great idea. Why don't I get you to help me with it? My experiment is missing a vital piece of tech. I need someone to nip up to the surface and pick it up for me.
Why is X always such a long, drawn-out
I'm
dialogue
interested.
choice?
What is it you need?
I'll try to keep it as simple as possible for you. Not that I'm saying you're stupid, I just don't want to take up too much of your time. Alright, here goes. I don't know
But she
how
was really
familiar
saying
you
we're
are with the
stupid,
history of the
guys.
Institute. Most of what you might have heard is
I'm not stupid.
misinformation.
You're stupid.
I've always been especially interested in one
Hughes.
particular part of the Institute's history, the Prototype Synth Project. About 100 years ago, the Institute was building synths which had real personalities. 2 synths were built. One was allowed to develop its own personality, the other was imprinted with pre-war personality. When I found this out, it got me thinking. How many of these personalities did CIT create before the war? Would it be possible for us to access them? I dug out the old files and built a chair which would allow a user to view some of the personality imprints. The problem is, I can't get the old tech to work with our current hardware. I need a piece of software which only exists on the surface. There's a place on the surface called the Memory Den, which does almost exactly what I want to do. If you can download as much information as you can from their computers, that would help me so much.
What's in it for me?
I've got some stim packs you can have. If that's not enough, there are a few bits of tech I've been tinkering with that I think you'll like.
I'll get right on it.
Good. I can't wait to finally have everything I need. Let me know as soon as you have the data.
Now, I don't know if this quest, the Den of Knowledge, is part of the original set of quests that Sidon had implemented into his quest mod, but it is the first quest that she gives us, so I just thought I'd go ahead and do it anyway. Even if it wasn't part of his quest mod, I figured if I didn't do it, then I wouldn't be able to actually start on his quest mod. So,
You alright, brother?
like I said, it was my
fine.
first time
Thanks for taking care of him.
doing
Good. Now don't let this
the Institute
incident taint
quest,
your view of our
being in the
community.
Institute, having to
Good
talk to
neighbors
all
of
the
people,
directors and
for the
heads
people. You
that
feel
do
me?
their own
Everyone's welcome.
thing as far as the departments
Yeah.
go. But
I feel you.
Good.
yeah, so that's the
Stay
first
cool.
quest she
You'll be
gave
part
me
of
was
the
the Den of
neighborhood.
Knowledge.
So
So
long as you remember.
I just went ahead and did it.
Charge.
Then I almost shot him in the back of the head. Then I thought, wait, I don't want to make this run any longer than it has to be. But I wonder what happens if you shoot Hancock. Is that's just it? Is the good neighbor cleared then? Probably incite a riot. Everyone in town would probably kill me instantly.
Pod loaded up? Oh, you're not Irma.
But I'm not Irma either. Winky face. I could be his Irma. What am I talking about?
Now that you've found the Institute, I hope you do the right thing. Hi, how are you?
Fine, thanks for asking. whether or not this quest is a part of his original set of quest mods and story enhancers. It's pretty simple. All I had to do was go to the den, use the terminal, and then I head back to the Institute and give Hilda what she wants.
Doing yourself a good neighbor? It's a heck of a town, ain't it?
Have you got the files from the memory den?
I have some more questions first.
Ask away.
Why does the Institute replace people?
It can be for any of a number of reasons. Each mission has its own objectives. It could be for basic surveillance or to test a specific hypothesis. You know, science stuff.
What are you working on?
I'm investigating the Prototype Synth Project. How it came about and what sort of test subjects they used. Most of the project records have been destroyed, but I want to learn as much as I can about the rejected personality imprints. Why were they rejected? What can we learn about modern Gen 3 from these personalities? It will also give us a small hint as to life before the war and into the workings of the early institute.
That was all I had.
You don't want anything else?
Yep, got it right here.
Oh, that's marvelous. I'm so excited. I'll get started on this right away. Here's
So
the
she
reward,
gives you
by
a
the way.
fair amount of
I'm
items
not
for
sure how long
doing
it'll
that
take
quest.
me.
Like I said,
Days, weeks,
whether or
months,
not it
years.
was part of the
Oh,
original
gosh,
mod,
it's not years.
I don't
I
know.
suppose you
But
could find something to do while you're waiting. You could always keep helping Father. That would pass time quickly. While you're doing that, I've got another little something you can look into if you're interested in detective work. No pressure, though. It's totally optional. This is a delicate matter, so I'm going to have to trust you to be discreet about it. A few months back, we produced a batch of synths intended to serve as infiltration units. After they'd all been through processing, I discovered one of them had vanished without a trace.
Why would synths want to escape?
Two corrections there. Firstly, synths just don't want anything. Secondly, I don't think this synth escaped.
I love
It
how her
went
husband
missing
was
right off
being
the
a
production
freaking
line, which
douche
never
and kept
happened.
pushing her.
I
Like,
put a
Jesus,
notice
say
to the
excuse
SID
me,
and advanced
man.
systems,
Manners
and they
much?
reported there was a fault with the synth, so it was immediately discommissioned. I don't make defective synths. I wasn't happy with that at all, so I had Hogarth check the entire run for defects. He found nothing. I don't believe one synth would have had a defect so bad it had to be destroyed and the rest of the run wouldn't be affected. Officially, I let it go. But I still don't fully buy it. I was hoping you could ask around if you have any time. It's a female synth, designation X1495. Try and keep it quiet. Ask the Deputy Division's head. That includes my husband. You could also speak to ZBD in bioscience. There's no pressure though, only if you feel you have the time.
I love how we have to be discreet yet ask people what they know about it. I don't know how that is really being discreet because, you know, look how many people I have to ask and talk to about it. Discreet much?
Excuse me.
Hello there. I don't think we've met. You look awfully thirsty. Have some water. You've got to make sure you stay hydrated all the time.
Remember guys, stay hydrated. It's your duty as a
Are
institute.
you alright? You seem a little...
Personnel. Yeah,
Am
there
I
we go.
all right? Am I all right?
Dude looks like death.
There's death everywhere, and you ask me if I'm all right. Yes, I'm perfectly all right.
Is that
I
sarcasm?
know how to survive. This is how it was meant to be.
Yep, definitely not sarcasm. He really meant that.
Do you know anything about a missing synth?
Did Hilda send you? She had me going through every synth from that batch, and I found nothing wrong. Or did I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I wrote it in my diary.
This dude, man, he looks so bad. Makes me
Whoa.
laugh.
You're acting all kinds of crazy.
No, you're the crazy one. You don't really know how to survive like I do.
I don't understand what's going on.
Of course you don't. You're living life on baby mode. That's why. You're not as hardcore.
Oh, watch out, guys. We got a badass
I'm
over
glad
here.
You're sad.
I'm living life on baby mode, and apparently I'm
What do
sad.
you say, pal?
I think you're just jealous.
Jealous of what? Alright. Man, I gotta get on his level, apparently. Hardcore mode. Baby mode, guys. Look at me. He just made me rethink life. Maybe I need to drink that water he gave me. And so, guys, in this part right here, I kind of just sped up the terminal reading because I knew it would just make the video 10 times longer. As usual, if you guys want to know what the terminal said, you can pause the video and read the terminal to yourself. Kind of quick rundown, it's just him talking about his work mainly. He talks about his wife and how she got a new job, and he talks about other things. I guess his sickness starting. And he does also mention the robot and the missing robot that she's sending us on the quest to look for right now. But in particular, I think he says he didn't see the robot, or the robot wasn't there, missing. I'm not sure. Read the terminal, guys. It will tell you. But basically, it doesn't really help us out in this situation.
Sir, we've had another situation.
Scanning unknown identity.
Always be vigilant.
Hey, man.
We have
I'm
many
Danny
enemies.
Rouds. I don't think we've met yet. How's it going?
What do you do around here?
I chill.
I don't know why my voice came out like that,
isn't getting all
but
in
it
my
was a weird
business.
glitch in the
I
system.
don't even want this job. Everyone just got bumped up a notch when old Zimmer left.
Do you know anything about a missing synth?
Oh man, this again? It's about that lady in robotics, right? I handle a lot of missing synths. Sometimes we get them back, sometimes they vanish forever. Shit happens. Am I right?
Am I right?
Nothing else for now.
Alright, see you around.
Sir?
No visible reaction to K-14
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this
Aye.
point, she's just doing
I
it.
wondered how long it would be before you came and bothered me. Father may have given you the run of the place.
Boy, would you look at those things! Conversation, dialogue doesn't matter. Ask her where she got them from. Do it now.
And believe me, there's a lot of it.
That was productive.
Do you know anything about a missing synth?
Hilda's still going on about this? We had a thorough investigation and established the synth had picked up a fault during production.
If you expect me to believe you, I want proof.
Alright, fine. I have a copy of Dr. Hughes' original proof.
I know her back
Below
hurts
that is the
constantly.
report produced by
Constantly.
I hope that satisfies you.
Nothing satisfies me more than seeing you, my lady.
Synth unit. You were scarce
to showing
Hi.
results.
Why, hello, young man. I don't believe we've met. I'm Dr. Zebedee Devlin. Welcome to bioscience.
What do you do around here?
I tend the gardens here at bioscience. I think it's one of our most important jobs. I think that if ever a mortal heard the word of God, it would be in a garden at the cool of the day.
Do you know anything about a missing synth?
Ah, Dr. Hughes' synth. I try not to get involved in departmental disputes.
I find that hard to believe. I think you do know something.
Okay, sometimes I do hear things. For example, I know Hilda's husband has been going through a hard time lately. He could easily have made some kind of mistake. Of course, I'm only speculating.
So we really didn't get much of any information, just a bunch of people pointing fingers. I really don't know what happened to the synth. We really didn't get any closure, and I hope we do get closure in the future. But at least the investigative report I write for this is hilarious, because I'm supposed to be very discreet about this, and I decide to send in a report about a conspiracy theory. It's a conspiracy theory report. Screw it. Someone knows what happens to this synth, and everyone's covering it up, and I'm just like, give us the truth or I'll kill everyone. Conspiracy theories. Look at this. But that's the end of that quest. And I'm sure we'll be getting another one here in a second, but I'll just wrap this video up here and leave the rest for another video. So far, so good. I'm invested now, so I can't wait to see what happens next. But as usual, guys, thanks for watching and peace. Alright, so this, I believe, is the beginning of the tower. Very, very secretive, looks like. Very hush-hush Fight Club-ish.